Alrighty, let's see if everything is working. One second. Alright, let's pull up the chat. Alright. What's up, boys? I hope y'all can hear me. I hope everything is fine. If there's any issues with audio, let me know. But I think everything should be fine. Let me pull up something. In the meantime, I can play what we got. We're gonna work on the next shot today. Howdy. Alright, I think everything is working. That is good. Let me just see, the quality looks a bit... No, I think it should be okay. At the end of the day, you're gonna see it in full quality when it's uploaded. So that's totally fine. All right, now that everything works, we can start. All right, I don't know, if anyone has seen the previous version, but did some progress behind the scenes, and now we're gonna move on to the next thing, which is this shot. It's Gohan and Cell connecting, because in the previous one, Gohan is angry, turns around, and punches. And then Cell immediately thinks this shit ain't nothing and just charges with his head. And then they connect. This shot is gonna be pretty intense. I hope it's gonna work out the way I envision it. It's gonna be literally just them pushing against each other, some effect animation. At the very beginning there's some impact frames, so I'll hope everything will work out. I don't know what this symbol is in the chat, the crown and the number. No idea what that is supposed to mean. It's like a badges thing with like XP. No idea how that works. Well, it is what it is. Alright. Yeah, I guess so. Goated Bosnian. I guess that's what it's supposed to mean. Alright. The arrows are supposed to show where things are moving. I'm not gonna stick to every single thing. Some stuff I will, I think, change where they move. But we'll see. I'll have to pull up my reference real quick. What are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Daima? I think Dragon Ball Daima is exactly how Dragon Ball should look. In modern time, especially toward the end, with my favorite, the way it looked, the visuals was Yuya Takahashi scene, basically Goku transforming to Super Saiyan 4, adult Goku. That was by far like that, in my opinion. And I have some other animators who have another scene that they think that's the best how Dragon Ball looked. But in my opinion, that scene of adult Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 4 is, in my opinion, the best looking Dragon Ball scene, like art-wise. It's just like, I love it so much. Visually, I definitely think Daima is top tier. Story-wise, I think it's fun. The only thing is it's kind of dragging towards the middle. So I think it should have been shorter, or they should have, you know, like at the end it also just felt like they were rushing the end. I don't know, like in terms of like they were wrapping it up very quickly. Like it feels like there's something missing at the end. I mean, they established, for example, the fusion bugs and then didn't even use them, for example. Like clearly there was something going wrong. I heard that, and I don't know if that's true, I heard that Dragon Ball Daima was supposed to be a movie and then was turned into a series. I don't know if that's true. But yeah. Thank you, Potatoras. You like the Dragon Ball Super Broly style more? Also, Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku design sucks ass. I think the original GT Super Saiyan 4 design looks much better too. I don't think there was any need to change it to what it looks like now at all. I like the idea of having bigger arms. It gives you more of this gorilla vibe. I don't know. I like it. But the other design choices, removing some fur on the forearms, and then red hair on red fur, isn't my favorite. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly is for me my like all-time favorite anime movie. I watched it in the like cinema, and the whole crowd was going crazy. For me, Dragon Ball Super Hero, like I was also watching it in the theater, and like the crowd reaction was so much I guess quieter in comparison to Dragon Ball Super Broly, because I also just don't think it's as good, in my opinion, visually at least. Just because I'm not really into CGI too much. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make it canon. I don't know if it's true, but there is this like Blu-ray that came out for Dragon Ball Daima, and apparently there's supposed to be extra footage. I don't know if it's true, and I don't know how much. I heard it's supposed to be 4 more episodes, but I don't know, it kind of sounds weird. I don't know if I believe it. But I guess we'll see. I thought it already came out, so it should be. I mean, if it's true, then I should have already seen it, to be honest, on the internet. Dragon Ball Kakame, I didn't read it yet. It is on my bucket list. Like, I want to check it out for sure, but I just don't read mangas anymore, so I just didn't really get to do it yet. I just know it looks really, really good. No, there's not gonna be fusion bugs in this project. It wouldn't make any sense. In other projects, I don't have any other projects planned. So, oh, there are videos on YouTube like showing the whole manga. If they upload it themselves, then that's cool, because you know there might be channels that just narrate it, but they didn't even do it, and they get like all the views for it. I don't know if that's too. I don't know if I would be fine with that. All right. It's gonna be a loop, so remove all of this. I'm curious what comes next for Dragon Ball. I haven't really been too like impressed with ever since like Dragon Ball Super Broly you know, dropped. You know, Daima was nice. It had a handful of episodes that I was like very very happy with. But other than that, I really it just doesn't really go anywhere, you know. It doesn't. It's not really a consistent like narrative, you know, like what you get in other anime, where you just like, you know, you can expect something that's coming next. We're kind of expecting the story from Super to be continued, but it just doesn't happen, and instead other stuff comes out, you know. So unfortunately, I'm really not excited about Dragon Ball stuff at the moment, unless they finally continue the story that we're waiting to be told. What's my favorite push-up? Personally, weighted diamond. I liked diamond push-ups, but I never did them weighted. I'm not that guy. I don't, unfortunately right now, I'm not too locked in with workouts anymore, but I used to be very like active, and I love diamond push-ups. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad with hands, I need to pull up a reference. Or do another sketch. But also at the same time, the head is covering it. No, I haven't heard of that. No idea. I'm not into... I mean... I don't know. Yeah, I just didn't hear about it. Let me play this in the meantime while I look. I haven't even pulled up my previous reference yet. Oh, fuck. There you go. I think I found one. Let's see how well that works. Actually, it's not that good, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a different perspective. I guess we're keeping it simple. The head is covering it anyway.
from the heat wave stole my emotions. I left my doubts when I was swept by the ocean, and every pulse from the tide was a finish line. A wave race we were made to ride. You and I were first in line, and we took them by surprise. I was with you all the time. You may not realize, but I'm here. I hear you loud and clear. When we get lost in our own minds, you'll be keeping me near.
It doesn't matter to me how many show up. It's less pressure for me. It's normal, not everyone is down to watch a stream, you know? What's up, Cage Toon?
She got me reaching still. Nothing to stop me falling. Who knew that love could kill? I don't wonder.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure I got the thing right. Pulled up a character sheet for Gohan. I wanted to see if he had like his clothes ripped. And yes, he does. So that's good to know. Alright. How's it going? Going good, man. You know, just pulling up a million things while trying to, you know, animate. I keep looking for something, but I think I'm good now. What shoes does he have? The Piccolo 11s. I don't know. Yeah, then this is definitely not right. So he has this thing for his pants, you know, like this, and then he has his regular feet. How thick? And then he's got his grippy shoes. Whatever. This should work. If not, I can fix it later. Do you think there are grades for Super Saiyan God? Not that I know of, you know. If anything, it's fan-made stuff, I guess. Would you want there to be? Would be a cool addition, could work better, like going up all grades until you master it fully, then going for Super Saiyan Blue Resurrection F is a joke. I see what you're saying. So you prefer Super Saiyan God over Super Saiyan Blue? It actually. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they used Super Saiyan God in the manga for the Universe 6 tournament. Alright. Now, on to the fun stuff. Sup Alper Formance. I think the movement should be bigger. Yeah, that's better. We shall see how this will turn out. Let's animate the tail first. That's gonna be tricky. I'll fix the thickness here and there if I have to. What's up? The dub up? I don't know if I should on stream if I should call you the dub up or the other name. But I think it's on Instagram, so you let me know. I started to watch Dragonball Kai, got onto around episode 30. I already know what's gonna happen, but I really like the short remastered scene of future scenes. Nice touch. You know, fun fact, I never watched Kai. I watched the actual Dragon Ball Z. I know how it looks, but I just didn't really have the need to watch it, honestly. I've seen the difference between the dub and stuff, but I don't know. I actually like how it looks in Z more, I feel like. All right, cool, Tristan. I just didn't. I just didn't want to accidentally like say your name without knowing if I'm allowed to. Then all good. All right. By the way, for you, I think you didn't see it. You know, last time we've been here, and I'll show you what it looks like now. This is what it looks like right now. Yes, sir. Oh shit, I didn't check messages. Alright. Oh, we'll change it if it doesn't work at the end. Oh, wrong brush. That's a crazy question. You got I think you're the one, right? So you got a lot of interesting questions. I like it. Well, the question is not really easy to answer though, that one, because like that is you know, like asking me like on the spot to come up with a whole arc is kind of, you know, difficult. I wouldn't even compare myself even close, not in the slightest, not even in a million years, to be able to do an arc that is even close to be as good was what, like, you know, of the officials are doing. So I can't tell you. What I can tell you is what I would like to see is show the other universes. It's pretty simple. That we're establishing Dragonball Super. You know, finish story arcs that have been started. Like finish stuff that has been established. I want to see what, you know, what happens with them. And no, that's not Yamcha. That's Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Yamcha, based on my knowledge, doesn't have a tail. The freak?
With a broken spleen, yeah. I'm blessed with the mess you leave, yeah. It's hard to stop and breathe, yeah. So I don't wanna know the things that you left in my brain, starting all over again. I only put it away, even back in my face. I'm done with all that you can say, so leave me alone, 'cause I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know.
I think so, Tristan. I think so, yeah. Gotta say, I really gotta rewatch Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in like a hot minute, man. I did fully watch it like in one, not in one go, but like, you know, day after day, like consistently. I think about 1.5, 2 years ago, something like that. Dragon Ball Z watch party. I would be down. You know, obviously not on YouTube, you know, in Discord. I think I know the song you're talking about. It's probably the something like that. Alright, see ya. Who's my favorite character? Shit. Dude, there are a lot of characters that I like. So first of all, Vegito is probably for me #1. But then probably between Future Trunks and Gohan, like Ultimate Gohan, I think. It's one of those, I think. Future Trunks, dude, for sure, like Future Trunks, purple hair, and specifically the one that, his first appearance when he was killing Frieza, that specific Future Trunks. The way he looks with Super Saiyan is just too badass, in my opinion. Yeah, the blue-haired version, I don't mind the color too much. I just mind that he just, I don't know, like he just looked very different in Z, like body shape wise too. And in general, just the style didn't really help. He did not look as badass, and even in his, you know, badass moments. It's size 3 right now. Tristan, for me, I'm not the, I don't know why. While yes, he kind of looks badass, obviously with his muscles, you know, for example, in Z later on, like in the Cell arc, or like in the movies, I still think like he looks very different in his first appearance, like where he had like this white, you know, like flowy like hair with the fiery Super Saiyan aura. That's just my favorite look for him. Not long hair. Dude, the white Super Saiyan hair, like the white yellowish Super Saiyan hair at the very beginning of when Super Saiyan was new, with the fiery animated Super Saiyan aura, was just something else. That was the best look in my opinion. That's why I did a little, you know, very simple Goku Namek animation. I think I even uploaded it on YouTube. Most stuff, like most small stuff, I don't even upload on YouTube. I upload on Instagram. So for anyone like wondering, sometimes I even do smaller stuff that you don't know of if you don't follow my Instagram. But like I did a Goku thing because I just love that look. I wish they would bring it back, the flowy hair. I use Adobe Animate. It costs, it's not for free, but if you want to use something for free, there are free alternatives. While I would not recommend them in general, If you're just trying to experiment, you can try, you know, stuff like I don't know if Toon Boom is for free. That exists. Then there's Flip a Clip, which is the most simple animation software that is free. But if you just want to experiment, there's that. And then there are some other options, but you can just Google it. You will definitely find something if you want to try animation. It's definitely fun. Most of the times. It is very time consuming, as you can tell. And then on top of that, I myself am slow, so that is not a good combination. Oh. Oh, it is what it is. Quality takes time and patience. Yes. Patience is so needed in this. Loops are the simplest thing on the planet, but I still love it so much. It's so easy. A very a very time-saving, and when used right, powerful method that Shida does a lot, and I take advantage of that because I'm a lazy fuck. Yeah, I might have to tweak it a bit. You wouldn't mind waiting long for part 2? That is great to hear. Since you said that, I'm gonna take another 2 years. No, I'm kidding. very, very confident it's coming out this year. Tweaking Gohan. Yeah, exactly. I'm tweaking Gohan. Alright, I'll definitely have to do something at the end. I might have to move around the individual. Yeah, for sure. Shit! I should have done that before. God damn it! Well, it is what it is. Let's just try to do that. God damn it! Okay, at least I know. Alright, this arm I will have to move up. Then this leg I'll have to move back. I'm glad I didn't do all that yet. So I can still do that. I just gotta pull. I'll see if I'll pull his head forward a little bit. And then this upper body for in general. I think, yeah, the whole like body forward. Yeah. Yeah, I already animated all that, so I can do that already. Maybe it's not that bad. Should I do it with the arm? I'll try just moving the whole thing. With the arm, I think. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but we'll see. Just slightly. I don't even want it to be that intense. Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, that's better. Thanks, Tristan. Alright. Just gotta move the arm back, and then the knee up, this back, and then this back, and then that should be done for Gohan. Sheesh.
Everything that we ever made. Some people change and some people don't give it another shot. We've had enough, I think it's time to stop. I fucked up everything we ever made. Some people change, but you know I won't. Maria, I wanna make everything okay. Don't trust me, forgive me, you have to find a way. Maria, I wanna make everything okay. Don't trust me, believe me, you have to run away. What you expect me to do? Push you away when we're both feeling blue.
Now, is it hard to go back and color all the frames since you have to make every color feel the same as the last? I'm gonna shadows. How do you approach that stage? I will get to that once the time comes, because first I'll clean everything, which is what I'm doing right now. This is the sketch, and then I'm applying a clean line art to it, which is gonna it's the final line art, you know, it's clean. And then I'll do, you know, I'm doing that for the whole scene, and then once everything is fully cleaned, I'll add, like, first, you know, you just add a, you know, let's just, for fun, let's just do this, right? You add the color, and then I'll start applying, like, let's say shading, right? You know, with certain tools. I'm not like doing it serious right now, I'm just showing it, right? And then obviously we already have selected colors for that, but let me just do this, right? And then, you know, get rid of this, of the shading lines. Boom, there you have your, like, shading. And then in the next frame, all you're literally doing, like, you can already tell, I can see what the previous frame looks like with this, and then I'll just do the same and just try to make it consistent and, like, you know, animate it just like anything else, you know. That's how, that's roughly in a very short and easy way explained. But I will be streaming when I shade, and I think shading is definitely my stronger, I would say, skill than anything else in animation. I would say. I don't know if it's 100% true, but that's my opinion at least. I think shading is pretty easy. Thanks, man. Listen, man, you can always try. You can always, you know, have fun, even if you're not doing it serious. Like, doesn't hurt to just pick up your phone or whatever, because, you know, I'm animating on a tablet, right? But if you literally just want to try it out, you can download Flip a Clip on your phone and just do stickman fight animations. That's how I started. What's your favorite art style used in Dragon Ball? In terms of art, not animation, I would go for either Takahashi Yuya Takahashi, or for some reason I probably forgot the names, but there are a couple styles that I really like. I like the ones that are more detailed, basically. You know, obviously Shida. You're gonna hear me say the word Shida a million times because, you know, I'm still inspired by him 100%. I mean, if you look at this shot, this is literally inspired by Naotoshi Shida. But I definitely don't reference him as much as I used to. You can see some other inspiration. Recently, I've been kind of inspired by Ryo Onishi. I just love the way, like, he just does the, like, animation wise, you know, not art style, like animation wise, Ryo Onishi is for me, like, Dragon Ball wise, one at the top, just because he does everything extremely smooth. He adds so much character acting and movement to stuff, like so much more movement than he has to do, you know. You see the inspiration, like animation wise. I just love his effects too, and he does a lot of like orb stuff, so I just did that. And then also the shapes of the aura flare here. I was trying to reference Dragonball Super Broly. He had a scene where Goku and Broly stare each other down, you know, Goku base, and then Broly, like, you know, I guess they kind of hype each other up, you know, they kind of like, you know, Goku does a jumping thing, and then, you know, that scene is animated by Ryo Onishi, based on my knowledge. And then the, like, aura flare had a similar shape. It has this kind of a little bit orb-ish shapes, and I was inspired by that, so I did that, you know, moving like a little bit in different direction each. Usually I would do it differently. Usually, but this time I wanted to do it like that. And I like it. I just love how he animates stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely referencing other animators here and there. I'm still referencing Shida, but I used to reference Shida a lot more. Alright. Now, on to the pants. Let's just make it simple. Duplicate this. And then literally just take the leg and move it. And then use this as reference. Gotta make it simple for yourself. You don't have to overcomplicate things. Now I need to make sure that the movement makes sense going up. Yeah, see, I think that makes no sense. It should go up when his arm is moving back, I think. So let's just do that for that other frame. I think here it makes more sense. And then take this and move it, I think, back a little. Does that make more sense? What? Why is it still moving up? That is not what I intended. What about the art set at the start of Dragonball Super Hero with the 2D animation? That is Shikashi Kubota. And There are a lot of people that fell in love with his art style, and I do not blame them. His art style is perfect for Dragon Ball Z. Yes, he did have a scene in Dragon Ball Daima. He did the last Kamehameha scene for Goku, which is very, very memorable. You know, he just has a very, very great art style. I do have a little bit of an argument with one animator talking about if his art style is better than Yuya Takahashi's in Daima. And I prefer Takahashi's over his, even though his obviously is absolutely phenomenal. But I don't know what it is. I just find Takahashi's art style, like, it was beyond perfect for me personally. It's just my taste. But of course, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Naoki Tate is good too. I think they did him dirty in Super. I think he just didn't have enough time, but his stuff is really good. His stuff is the stuff that has been memed on in Dragon Ball Super. But they just had a horrible schedule. That's what I know, at least. Too much, in my opinion. It should be fine. And then the other leg. Come here. Oh yeah, they're really good. The thing is, unfortunately, those are the type of animators I'm not too caught up with, but I know, for example, Masanaga, I know what his stuff looks like. Masaki Sato, I think so too. Like, I would have to see it in order to recognize it. It's just the names, you know, I may switch it up. Yeah, I think when the other leg goes forward, the other one goes backwards. Pretty damn sure. I will have to test if that makes sense. I don't know. Yes. That one was Mr. Panda. That was definitely cold. For sure. Yeah, I'll definitely have to make the leg movement a lot more subtle. On the right one. This one is the one stretching, you know, so it shouldn't really be moving all that much. I think that makes sense. Holy shit, my tablet fell over. Freak! It is on like a stand thing. So, because I don't want to be looking on my table all the time. I used to do that, and yeah, that did not feel good after some weeks. My neck was definitely killing me, and it still is, but it would have been worse if I would still do it. Alright. Laptop that you can just fold. I'm looking for one of those because I just like it would be so cool if I could just go outside and animate, but the problem is I think most of those don't really have the power to do what I want to do. I think like where it's like a laptop and like, you know, it has a pen and like, you know, screen tablet thing and a laptop. Like I think those don't have enough power, but I'll have to see. If it would have enough, that would be so insane if I could just animate outside. By the way, Sam, schreib mir einfach auf Instagram. I keep hitting my mic. I don't even know if everything is still fine with the audio. We shall see. Alright. I think that is all right. Ich habe mich eigentlich schon gemeldet, würde ich sagen. Auf WhatsApp. Aber ja, schreib einfach. Do you prefer animation that is bouncier and more loose, but more off-model, or animation that's highly detailed and on-model, but more stiff in movements, if you had to choose? This is a very tricky question because sometimes I like the one and sometimes I like the other, you know what I mean? And then you have Alawadi who does both at the same time. Bouncy and fluid and detailed. Wrong layer.
You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact, truly it's making me blessed. Cause I work on my team, no snakes in the grass. And we have been trusting the wind because of the work that we did in the past. Because of the work that we did in the past. When we went to hours, you barely got rest. So I get the realm and we didn't finesse. So I got the feelings that we might be next. Cause when we go in, we win in the match. When we go in, we win in the match. So that's how we do, cause we be the best. We be the best, best. Yeah, we be the best. Whoa. Yeah, we be the best, best. We be the best. Hey. Yeah, we be the best, best. Hey, we be the best. Yo, you wanna come on my test? Whoa, you want to see we the best? Hey, you don't see that we're the best kid, so I suggest you never really come and test it. But otherwise, I will smack your face like Michael Jordan does with a ball on the basket. Oh damn kid, but you didn't expect it. You never really thought that this could just happen, but now really come on and we pull out with the action. Cause people defeat those they don't get it like.
Appreciate it, Tristan, man. Listen, man, I feel honored to have you in the team, man. Your voice is so insanely close to Goku's. You know, it's just unreal. So I'm really, really lucky to to have. I don't know my English. You know, I'm lucky that that you're in the team, basically. All right. But like, is it you know, is it just a laptop or is it with screen, you know?
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a cloud, so delusional. In an ocean of all this emotional. Best for sure, I'll be there when you're looking for something more.
It's a, you know, it's a nice experience to see something very rough and like just an idea come to life with each month, making more progress. You got a team that, you know, that supports you and helps with such great talent. And then, you know, you just see it come to life. You know, first a sketch, then cleaning, then it gets color. I always love when it gets the color, just because it feels like for the first time it comes to life. And then, you know, when it gets to the voice acting, that's one of my favorite parts. Just because it just adds life, like even more. So yeah, I always enjoy the voice acting sessions. Unless they are a lot. I remember in part 1, I did them all, like I did it wrong in part 1. In part 1, we had voice acting sessions where we did everything in one go. And I'll never do that again. Because it's not only draining, like I was drained, you know, because obviously I'm directing it, right? I'm saying like, hey, can you, you know, do a retake? Do it more like this or more like that or whatever. And I felt drained at the end of the session, but I'm not even the one voicing, so I don't even want to know what it must have been like. So I'll definitely split it, you know, in like, if it's just a bunch, then I'll, you know, split it in days. I don't want to spend more than an hour per session. I want the voice actors to be at their best when they voice it. How many hours? I have no idea, but definitely, like, it was on average, it was like 2 hours, I think, each session, but that's already too much, especially if there's screaming involved. Just because like if you scream for even 1 hour, it's not gonna sound as good later on, and the voice is just dead. I feel most bad for Jose, the Gohan voice actor of part 1, just because he did so much screaming and we did like a lot back to back, and I remember I like just he was dead. He was absolutely dead. But you know, the result is there, you know, tweaking Gohan, that's that, you know, still memorable. Alright, I have no clue for how long I will be staying, but I might end it once I'm done with Gohan. There was like a funny story for how he did tweaking Gohan. I remember it was something because he had to get himself angry when he was doing it, when he was voicing it, and I think he told me it was something like, bro, the Jose, bro. I think he said something about, oh yeah, I imagined someone stealing my chicken nuggets or chicken wings or something. I don't remember what he said. And then he just performed like crazy, so I sure won't steal them from him if we ever meet. You're crazy, Jose, you're crazy. Man, it is pretty warm, but an iced tea with some ice cubes, cold, that definitely hits the spot. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah. Let's see, I did the arm, did the hair, did the arm here, did this, that, did that, did that. Okay. I think. Cell will be doing the same, you know, just pushing forward with his head, you know, going forward and then back, you know. Doing the same thing with the, you know, moving this up, moving this back, this and that. And then some crazy effects going on, you know. Electricity. And then before this shot even appears, there's gonna be like an impact frame, you know. And then it reveals this shot and you'll just see them struggling. Yes. This is gonna be done very soon. This is so much easier than the previous stuff. The previous stuff was just crazy. Crazy. Let me just do this. How do you do that again? I think like this? No. Please. God damn it. No. Yeah. I guess I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. All right. I would call it a day today. I think I'll keep working, but I just want to end the stream. I want to just chill while working. And I'm gonna eat something anyway. Thanks, bro. I will be streaming either, you know, as always. I'll try to stream every Saturday. Maybe spontaneous here and there. We'll see. In any case, thanks for stopping by. Tristan, thanks for always being here, you know, keeping me company. and everyone else, you know, who hops by. We're making progress. All the other animators are making progress too. Stuff is looking juicy. Yeah. Alright then, good night guys. And we'll probably see us either tomorrow or on the next Saturday. See y'all.